Welcome back my channel. A quick note before we dive in. The 2026 BMW Motorhome has circulated widely online as concept videos, renderings, and speculative promos. Many of those are fan-made or AI-generated rather than official BMW releases, and there's no clear, authoritative BMW press release declaring a production motorhome line as of late 2025. Treat the piece below as an immersive, well-researched speculative creative long-form article meant for a YouTube video script or description that blends plausible engineering, BMW design DNA, and luxury RV trends, plus a few real-world context citations where they matter. Imagine a motorhome that doesn't look like an RV, that slides into the landscape like a sculpture, and when you step inside it feels more like entering a boutique hotel, a private jet, and a tech lab all at once. That's the premise behind the 2026 BMW Motorhome, a concept that has captured the internet's imagination and inspired a flood of renders, videos, and wish lists. Whether it's a fully realized production vehicle or a design exercise, the idea is worth exploring because it points toward where luxury mobility and experiential travel might be headed. Seamless technology, modular living, high-performance driving dynamics, sustainability, and unforgettable aesthetics. This article unfolds as a deep dive tour. Exterior design and architecture, chassis and powertrain, cabin and living spaces, materials and finishes, technology and UX, comfort and climate, safety and autonomy, off-grid capability and sustainability, variants and pricing, ownership experience, a realistic timeline and production considerations, comparisons to rivals, and finally a creative imagining of how owning one changes the way you travel. Each section blends plausible engineering, the latest trends in motorhome innovation, and the distinctive cues you'd expect from a company with BM's design language. Along the way I'll flag which details are speculative and where the real world currently sits. Exterior. Sculpted presence, unmistakable silhouette. The first glance is never about floor plans or electronics, it's about presence. The exterior of this imagined 2026 BMW motorhome takes cues from BMW's new E-Class era. Taut surfaces, clean, purposeful surfacing, and an unmistakable front fascia reinterpreted for a larger vehicle. The traditional kidney grille reappears as a slim, illuminated signature across a sculptural front, but here it functions less as an air intake and more as a design beacon and housing for sensors, litter arrays, and active lighting. Aerodynamics matters. Smooth corners, flush glass surfaces, active air flaps integrated behind discrete seams, and an underbody optimized for laminar flow reduced drag, crucial for both improved efficiency and refined cabin quiet. Beyond the front end, the motorhome's body uses a modular architecture. The lower section is a strong, light composite chassis module that houses drivetrain components, waste tanks, and storage. The upper living module is either a fixed composite monocoque for the coupe-like, premium coach variant or an articulated, slide-out enabled module for the expanding suite variant that grows at the campsite. The expanding variant uses a telescoping side and roof panels driven by electric actuators, allowing the living area to roughly double when parked, much like recent Transformer RV concepts that extend living space while maintaining legal widths for highway travel. Concept demonstrations of expanding motorhomes surfaced at CES and similar shows in the mid-2020s. Lighting and signals are treated like wearable jewelry for the vehicle. Thin OLED strips wrap the silhouette, capable of subtle animations, welcoming sequences when the owner approaches, dynamic signals that communicate state to pedestrians and other road users, and mood lighting for evening ambiance. Wheels are a study in form and function. An optional hub-mounted electric motor variant reduces unsprung mass and allows active wheel face aerodynamics that shift their geometry at speed. Chassis and powertrain. Performance meets long-haul comfort. BMW's engineering heritage would likely prioritize a chassis and powertrain that permits spirited driving while respecting the weight and duty cycle of a motorhome. In this speculative 2026 model there are three plausible driveline families to cover customer expectations and regulatory environments. 1. BEV flagship battery electric motorhome. An all-electric powertrain is the natural halo variant. On a bespoke modular skateboard platform, large format pouch or prismatic cells sit low in the floor-to-lower center of gravity. With a targeted usable capacity in the 160 to 220 kWh range, big but necessary given mass, this variant offers true long-range performance and fast charging capability. Dual or tri-motor configurations provide instant torque and precise torque vectoring, giving a surprisingly engaging driving character for a vehicle of its size. Regenerative braking is tuned to seamlessly feed house batteries for onboard living. An 800-volt architecture supports ultra-fast DC charging where infrastructure allows, while integrated bidirectional charging, vehicle-to-grid and vehicle-to-home, lets the motorhome power a campsite or a home in an outage. 2. Plug-in hybrid range extender for those wary of charging infrastructure. A plug-in hybrid that pairs a large battery, 50-100 kWh usable, with a small, extremely efficient range extender generator, likely a turbocharged 3-cylinder or a dedicated rotary engine in speculative imaginings, provides the best of both worlds. The ICE runs in a narrow operating band at high thermodynamic efficiency to replenish battery charge or sustain highway cruising, while electric motors handle launch and low-speed urban driving. The PHEV approach still allows significant all-electric camping range for quiet, emission-free evenings. 3. High-efficiency diesel. Performance diesel. In some markets, the heavy-duty diesel with mild hybrid assistance remains relevant for maximum range and towing capacity. Advanced after-treatment systems and particulate traps keep emissions tight, while sophisticated 8-speed automatics or Allison-style heavy-duty transmissions manage torque and towing loads. Whichever powertrain is chosen, the chassis employs adaptive air suspension with active roll control to prioritize both ride comfort and dynamic handling. At highway speeds, the ride height lowers to improve efficiency. At campsite, it raises to stabilize the living area and provide more ground clearance for rough roads. Thermal management is a feature, not an afterthought. Battery packs employ phase change materials and liquid cooling loops designed to ensure longevity during extended stationary operation in hot climates, crucial when the vehicle is acting as a power source during cooking and HVAC loads. Noise, vibration, and harshness. NVH engineering mirrors luxury cars. Acoustic glazing, layered sound deadening in walls, and active noise cancellation targeted at specific cabin frequencies, delivering first-class quiet. Living area architecture. Fluid, connected, surprising step inside, and the motorhome abandons the cramped, utilitarian aesthetic of many RVs. The conceptual interior feels like a compact, carefully curated apartment. Clean sightlines, generous overhead glass, and a layout prioritizing sociability and flexibility. The living area is organized as a sequence of zones rather than static rooms: a lounge, a convertible dining lounge bay, a modular kitchen, a private sleeping suite, and a wellness zone with a shower and hygiene facilities that punch above their size class. Modularity is central. Furniture modules are slide-in units that attach to floor anchors and power data rails, enabling the owner to reconfigure seating, beds, and storage for a single traveler, a couple, or a family. A motorized central platform converts from a social seating cluster during the day to a king-size bed at night. An expanding roof or slide-out increases floor area, and retractable balustrades and integrated weather seals maintain insulation and acoustics when expanded. Natural light is engineered. Panoramic roof glass with electrochromic shading gives you control over opacity and heat gain. A sculptural skylight above the dining area frames the sky, while thin, high R-value laminated glazing along the sides offers wide views without overheating the interior. The glazing includes reflective low emissivity coatings and inner micro shutters that modulate direct sun. Kitchen and pantry. Compact luxury. The galley is small but uncompromising. A full induction cooking surface that folds flush into the counter, a downdraft extraction channel, a drawer-style convection oven, and a vapor compression fridge with a configurable divider for long and short-term goods. Water-saving appliances include an intelligent faucet that limits flow and monitors water quality plus a greywater recycling